Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the imperfect tense. So in Spanish, there are two ways of talking about the past. One is the preterite and another is called the imperfect tense. In another video, we'll talk about when to use both of those, but for today, we're going to learn the verb endings for the imperfect. So this is just a way of talking about things that would often happen in the past. So it's a form of past tense. What happened in the past? So to form the imperfect tense, you're going to have your infinitive and you're going to take off the AR ending, the ER ending, the IR ending, whatever kind of verb it happens to be, and you're going to add these endings. So for AR verbs, the endings are aba, abas, aba, abamos, abais, aban. For AR verbs, there's only the accent on the we form. So ER verbs and IR verbs, there's an accent on every I, and they are the same. So that makes it a little easier. You just have to remember one kind of ending for both ER and IR verbs, and they become ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ian. So if we want to talk about hablar, we used to talk or we talked a lot in the past, becomes hablaba, hablabas, hablaba, hablábamos, hablabais, hablaban. Comer, we would eat all the time in the past, becomes comía, comías, comía, comíamos, comíais, comían. And escribir, we would write. We wrote essays all the time. Escribía, escribías, escribía, escribíamos, escribíais, escribían. And there are a few irregular verbs in the imperfect, but not very many. The most important irregular ones that you're going to have to remember are right here on the screen, really just three. So ear is always irregular, almost always irregular. And so ear just changes. It doesn't look anything like the infinitive, but it becomes iba, ibas, iba, ibamos, ibais, iban. We went. Ser, to be, becomes era, eras, era, éramos, erais, eran. We were or was. And ver is not that irregular. You would just think it should be via, vias, via, but you keep the E on there. So it becomes veía, veías, veía, veíamos, veíais, veían. And that is how you form the imperfect past tense.